One of the reasons why Night of the Scorpion is such an amazing success is that it is based on the personal experience of the poet. The poem describes a real life incident which took place in the poet's ancestral village of Thal in Raigad district of Maharashtra. Nissim Ezekiel had gone as a child along with his parents to the house of his paternal grandfather, and his mother had been bitten by a scorpion there. Thus, there is a strong ontological basis for the thematic framework of the poem. Nissim Ezekiel was a Jew. He belonged to the Beni Israel community. Beni Israel means sons of Israel. Tradition has it that the Beni Israel are descendants of the Jews who were shipwrecked off the Konkan coast somewhere around BC 150. The Jews intermarried with the local population. As one commentator puts it, they forgot their Hebrew but retained their Sabbath. The Beni Israel are Marathi speaking Jews. Over the centuries, they were smoothly accommodated into the caste system of Maharashtra. They came to be known as members of the Shanwar Teli caste as they took to oil pressing shortly after their arrival on the Konkan coast. And because they had their Sabbath on Saturday or Shanwar, they accepted many beliefs, superstitions, and customs borrowed from the Hindus of Maharashtra. All this is clearly visible in the text of the poem. Let us examine the title of the poem. The title of an Ezekiel poem is very important because Nissim Ezekiel adopted a very professional attitude towards the writing of poetry. The writing of poetry was to Ezekiel not a hobby, but a vocation. He was never tired of explaining that every part of the poem is important. The title of the poem is particularly important because it is that part of the poem which hits the eye of the reader first. In poetry workshops, he used to exhort budding poets to bestow tremendous care on selecting the titles of their poems. He used to say, in a lighter vein, that if you write a poem about a cat, don't title it The Cat or My Cat or just Cat. Instead, title it Cleopatra. Under these circumstances, it is certainly necessary that we give some critical attention to the title of the poem under consideration, Night of the Scorpion. What is night? Night is that part of every 24-hour period which is dark. Night is the time between sunset and sunrise. Night is that part of every 24-hour period which is dark because no light is received from the sun. Scorpion. Scorpion is a predatory creature with a narrow segmented tail which ends with a venomous stinger. Night of the Scorpion. Of is a preposition which indicates belonging, which indicates possession. Night of the Scorpion means that the night came to be possessed by the scorpion. The night came to belong to the scorpion. The scorpion came to dominate the night so completely that the poet calls the night of the scorpion. The title brilliantly highlights the role of the scorpion in the events that unfolded during that particular night. I think that I said that the scorpion is a predatory creature. Of course, I was right, but it would have been better if I had said that the scorpion is a predatory arachnid and that it has 8 legs. I have forgotten much of the biology that I learned at school. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. I, first person singular pronoun. By beginning the poem with I, the first person singular pronoun, the poet bestows tremendous autobiographical strength to the poem and makes it clear that the poem is rooted in the personal memory of the poet. I remember. I remember the night. So the subject matter of the poem is the night, the events of the night. And what happened during the night? My mother was stung by a scorpion. That is the event that unleashes the chain of events that follows. My mother was stung by a scorpion. If the poet's mother, if the speaker's mother had not been stung by the scorpion, everything else would not have taken place. The trigger for all the events that happen in the course of the night and in the course of the poem is the stinging of the mother by the scorpion. I remember the night my mother was stung by a scorpion. The speaker's mother is the central figure in the poem. She is present throughout the poem, from line 1 to line last. The speaker is a child. And it would appear that he has almost merged his identity with the identity of his mother. And it is almost as if everything that happens to his mother happens to him as well. In real life, Nissim Ezekiel had a very bonded relationship with his mother. I think he suffered from a mother fixation. In contrast to this is by the way, his relationship with his wife was nothing short of a complete disaster.